been a mistake, Chuka said, his voice barely audible. He held up the wallet. I found it. In my car. I forgot I left it there. Amina's breath hitched. Relief washed over her, but it was quickly followed by a wave of anger and humiliation. She had been dragged through the mud for nothing. The chief unlocked the cell, and Mama Grace rushed forward, wrapping Amina in a protective embrace. She deserves an apology, Mama Grace said firmly, glaring at Chuka. He stammered out a weak, I'm sorry, but the damage was done. As Amina stepped out into the morning light, she avoided the eyes of the villagers who had gathered, their expressions a mix of guilt and pity. In the days that followed, Amina kept to herself, avoiding the gossip and whispers. Then, one afternoon, a visitor came to her sewing shop. It was Adaora, a well-dressed woman who had attended the Christmas feast. I saw how you handled yourself during that awful incident, Adaora said. You didn't lose your dignity, even when wrongly accused. That kind of strength is rare. Amina looked at her curiously. What do you mean? I run a women's cooperative in the city, Adaora explained. We train women in tailoring and business management. I think you'd be a perfect fit. Amina's heart leapt. You mean I could leave the village? Adaora nodded with a smile. It's a fresh start. Overwhelmed with gratitude, Amina accepted. She packed her belongings carefully, folding her few dresses and tucking her sewing tools into a small bag. Mama Grace hugged her tightly before she left, whispering, Go and make a better life for yourself. Your mother would be proud. The journey to the city was both thrilling and intimidating. As Adaora's car navigated the bustling streets, Amina marveled at the towering buildings and the sea of people. Her new home was a shared apartment with 2 other women from the cooperative. They welcomed her warmly, and Amina felt an unfamiliar sense of belonging. At the cooperative's workshop, Amina was introduced to a vibrant space filled with sewing machines, colorful fabrics, and determined women. Adaora explained her role. She would start by refining her tailoring skills and eventually help oversee production schedules and mentor new trainees. Amina threw herself into the work. Her natural talent and discipline quickly earned her respect. For the first time, she felt valued not for what she lacked, but for what she could contribute. By the following Christmas, Amina's life had transformed. She was thriving in the city, managing a small team and even teaching sewing classes at a local community center. Her work brought her joy and fulfillment, and she no longer felt defined by her past. As she walked through the city's festive streets, lit with twinkling Christmas lights, Amina reflected on how far she had come. She no longer needed a husband to escape her circumstances. She had built a life of her own. The Christmas she spent in jail was a painful memory, but it had been the catalyst for her new beginning. Sometimes life's darkest moments lead to its brightest paths. Amina's story reminds us that resilience and faith can turn trials into triumphs. This Christmas, may we all find the courage to embrace new beginnings.